Hello everyone, and welcome back to Anatomy Basics with Robbie. Today we're going to learn about the nervous system in very simple terms. We'll talk about the brain, the spinal cord, cranial nerves, the meninges, neurons, synapses. We will break down what all of these words mean and why they are important. Think of the nervous system as the body's communication system. It helps you think, move, feel, learn, remember, and react to the world around you. Let's get started. The brain. The brain is the body's control center. It sits inside the skull and controls almost everything you do. The brain helps you think, learn, remember, speak, feel emotions, move your muscles. The brain has three main parts. Cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It helps with thinking, learning, memory, speaking, voluntary movement. When you decide to wave your hand or answer a question, your cerebrum is working. Cerebellum. The cerebellum is located at the back of the brain. Its main job is balance and coordination. It helps you walk smoothly, stand upright, keep your balance. For example, when you ride a bicycle, your cerebellum helps keep you steady. Brainstem. The brainstem connects the brain to the spinal cord. It controls important automatic functions such as breathing, heart rate, blood pressure. Even while you're sleeping, the brainstem keeps these functions running. Next is the spinal cord. The spinal cord is a long bundle of nerve tissue that runs down the back. It starts at the brain and travels through the spine. Think of the spinal cord as a major highway. Messages travel from the brain to the body, from the body back to the brain. For example, if you touch something hot, nerves send a message through the spinal cord to the brain. The brain quickly sends a message back telling your hand to move away. This happens very fast. Cranial nerves. Now let's talk about cranial nerves. Cranial nerves are special nerves that come directly from the brain. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. You don't need to memorize all 12 right now. Just remember what they do. Cranial nerves help with seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting, moving the eyes, moving the face, swallowing. For example, when you smell fresh coffee, a cranial nerve carries that smell information to your brain. When you smile, cranial nerves help move the muscles in your face. The meninges. The brain and spinal cord are very important and need protection. That's where the meninges come in. The meninges are protective layers that cover the brain and spinal cord. Think of them like protective blankets. There are three layers. Dura mater. The dura mater is the outer layer. It is strong and tough. Arachnoid mater. The arachnoid mater is the middle layer. Pia mater. The pia mater is the inner layer. It lies directly on the brain and spinal cord. Together, these layers help protect the nervous system from injury. Now let's look at neurons. Neurons are nerve cells. They are the basic working units of the nervous system. Think of neurons as tiny messengers. Their job is to carry information throughout the body. A neuron has three main parts. Dendrites. Dendrites receive messages. Think of them as an antenna. Cell body. The cell body keeps the neuron alive and functioning. Axon. The axon sends messages away from the cell body. Some axons can be very long. Messages travel through neurons using electrical signals. Synapses. Neurons do not usually touch each other directly. Instead, there is a tiny gap between them called a synapse. A synapse is where one neuron communicates with another neuron. When a message reaches the end of a neuron, special chemicals are released. These chemicals cross the synapse and carry the message to the next neuron. Think of a synapse as a small bridge that helps messages continue their journey. Without synapses, nerve signals could not travel throughout the body. Conclusion. Let's do a quick review. Today we learned: white heavy checkmark, the brain is the body's control center. White heavy checkmark, the cerebrum helps with thinking, memory, and movement. White heavy checkmark, the cerebellum helps with balance and coordination. White heavy checkmark, the brainstem controls automatic functions like breathing and heart rate. White heavy checkmark, the spinal cord carries messages between the brain and body. White heavy checkmark, cranial nerves help with seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and facial movement. White heavy checkmark, the meninges are protective coverings around the brain and spinal cord. White heavy checkmark, neurons are nerve cells that carry messages. White heavy checkmark, synapses are tiny spaces where neurons communicate with each other. The nervous system works every second of every day to help your body think, feel, move, and stay alive. Thanks for watching Anatomy Basics with NP Robbie. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and join us for more healthcare concepts made simple.